Here we go with the order of operations quiz. Um, Before we get too far along here, just a quick review for order of operations. Remember, um, here we're going to be looking at what we're going to perform, the operations we're going to perform first are things that are in parentheses. Now, parentheses can be parentheses like we're used to, or they could be brackets. Sometimes we'll see brackets, so you could have parentheses, or you might see brackets like this. Um, those are all grouping symbols, so we're going to take care of those things first. All right, and then we'll move on to exponents. That comes next. Multiply and divide. Those are really you don't multiply before you divide. You just do whatever comes first as you read the problem, and I'll explain what I mean as we move on. And then the last thing you do is either add or subtract. Um, Okay, so if we put that to use right here, which gives the first two steps to evaluate 3 minus 6 times 2 plus 4 divided by 2, um, just like we talked about, the first thing we really want to look at are parentheses. Well, we don't see any parentheses there. Okay, so move on to exponents. No exponents. Multiply and divide. So, all right, we're looking for the first multiply or divide we see is there, the 6 times the 2. And then as we keep going from left to right, we see the 4 divided by 2. So, where does that put us? I guess that puts us right there. Multiply 6 times 2, divide 4 by 2. Okay, which of the following equations are valid? Choose all that apply. Let's run through one of these, and then I'm going to show you on the calculator how we might be able to do this a little bit differently. So let's take this first one. You've got, well, sure, let's see. You've got 2 plus 3 squared in the parentheses minus 2, we're going to say equals 9. I'm going to put a question mark above that because we don't know. We're trying to see if it does equal 9. So parentheses come first, so we're going to see what we have there. We have 5, we end up with 5 squared minus 2. Okay, 5 squared, we know that's 25, minus 2, okay, which is 23, of course. All right, so we see that it doesn't equal 9, so that's not what we want. All right, save a little bit of time. Let's move over here. Let's bring the calculator on here. So our next one, and we'll punch this in the calculator just like we see it there. So again, you're going to want to have your calculator. You've got 2 plus 3 squared minus 2 equals 23. Okay, so we know that that's a valid statement. All right, let's move to the next one. Parentheses 6 minus 2 squared plus 6 equals 22. So that's not what we're looking for. Oh, well, okay, so it's not this one, however, but it is that one. Okay, moving on. Simplify the expression 7 squared minus 5 parentheses 3 plus 1, and then close those parentheses. All right, just to show you, we talked before, if you're going to have, you could have brackets, and those brackets right here, those are still like parentheses. So, well, we could go to the calculator, or we could just work it out. Let's work this out. So you've got your brackets. Then these parentheses inside the brackets, let's take care of those first. So it's going to give you the 4 and close that. All right, let's leave that 7 squared minus now in these in this brackets. That's of course going to be the 20 from 5 times 4, and 7 squared is 49 minus 20. We've got 29. Again, you could have done that in the calculator, just even a bit easier. Just want to show you how we would work that out. Matter of fact, now that we say that, let's do that with this one. So we've got 8 squared minus, now it's a bracket, but again, parentheses. So we'll just use that parenthesis and then another set, 4 plus 5. Close each of those, hit enter, 1. There we go. Okay, what is the first operation used to evaluate that expression there? So parentheses. So I've got no parentheses. Exponents, no exponents. All right, now multiply or divide. We're going to read this from left to right. The first divide we find is right there. You've got 9 divided by 10. So the first thing we're going to do is divide 9 by 10. Okay, what is the first operation used to evaluate that? Again, we're looking for parentheses first. Well, right away we can see we've got those parentheses right there. Uh, and that's 10 minus 5, so we're going to subtract the 5 from the 10. Okay, evaluate that using order of operations. Well, might as well bring the calculator back. Let's see, 5 divided by 5. Oh, messed that up. 5 divided by 5 minus 2 times 7, negative 13. There we go. And let's check out one more, which gives the first 2 steps to evaluate that expression. Again, like we keep saying, parentheses come first. All right, so we've got a 3 plus 5. So the first thing we're going to do is add 3 plus 5. Now, exponent comes next, so we're going to square that. So after you get that 3 plus 5, of course, that's going to give you the 8. So 3 plus 5, square the 8. There we go in there. And that should be enough to get you started.